Hello, YouTubers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Kiana here, and this is your midweek message. I'm sorry, been away for a little bit, so I got a little distracted, so I wasn't able to upload a message last week, but this happens, right? We get distracted by life, the chaos, the various shenanigans that occur in our lives that are out of our hands. So that brings me to my message. What is your center focus? So when you look at things, your vision, whatever you're focused on is the sharpest. It's the clearest, right? So everything that's in your peripheral vision, although you can see them, they're not as clear. It's just what you're focused on is what is the sharpest. Here, you can see it, but you're not really seeing anything that clear. It's the same with God. When you focus everything on Him, your trust, your concentration is on Him. Everything else in your peripheral vision, everything else in your life, it's there, but it's blurry. You cannot be easily distracted by it. It cannot move you because your focus is here on God, right? So here's that job, that boss that keeps threatening to end your career, that relationship, that marriage that you think will end in divorce, those finances that continue to go up and down, and you don't know where you're going to end up from one day to the next. That's all in your peripheral vision when your focus is here, right? But now when you take your focus off of God here, now your source, that job, that relationship, all of those things now become your focus, and now your emotions are tied to that focus. That job, that relationship, those finances, now you're worried when those things move out of place or they're fluctuating back and forth, because that's where your attention is. That's where your trust is. That's where your God is. Initially, or ultimately, that's your source. When you know that job is what is providing for you, that relationship is what is providing for you, those finances are what is providing for you, and it's no longer God providing for you. So because God now is not your center focus, you're distracted by what you see in these things that are moving out of place and fluctuating up and down. When you make God your source and understand that God provided that job, God provided that relationship, God provided those finances, when you understand that He is your source and your focus on Him, and your focus is on Him, you understand that He will replace any of these things that disappear, or fix any of these things that are broken. So your trust has to be on Him at all times. You cannot be moved by these other things, because God is your focus. God is your center focus. You have to have all eyes on Him all the time, every day. Trusting Him, knowing that no matter what the circumstances are that is going on in your life, He is the author and finisher of all things, and he will provide for you no matter what. He gave you that job, he can give you another one. He gave you a relationship, he can fix that relationship or bring you another one. Those finances, he can make a way for you to have more streams of income. But you have to have your focus and your trust in him. Let me bring you that biblical text as a backup. So Jeremiah 17:7-8 says, "Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord. He is like a tree planted by water that sends out its roots by the stream, and does not fear when heat comes, for its leaves remain green, and is not anxious in the year of drought, for it does not cease to bear fruit." That is good word. So, in other words, if you trust in God, you trust in him, you are like a tree planted by this river that does not drought and will never turn, your leaves won't turn brown even when there's drought. You're going to bear fruit regardless of what the seasons are. But you have to trust him. You have to make him the center of your focus. I'm so glad you could join me today. If you like this word, please like and subscribe below. And also, hit me up if you want to get a free introductory coaching session with me. Check out my website. I'll have the link below. And you can go right on and schedule your free introductory coaching session. And also, I'm available for group sessions and various other events. So look me up. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. And remember to always live your best life and be your best self. Take care.